Welcome to Bracket Bash, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 or more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your humble of host, Freddie Fisher, and this is my lovely guest, Jason. Jason, how are you doing today there, sir?
Doing good. How are you?
We are living the dream over here in the Bachelor world. We are finishing up our 64 count of music. We've taken a top 20 song from every year from 1964 sorry, 1960 to 2024. So that is 64 songs and a wide range of music. Andy could not make it today. She is feeling very under the weather. So please, everybody out there, when you listen to this, give her your best vibes as you possibly can. Before we get started, we have some rules and regulations. I like to call them lifelines on here. Number one is, of course, pass the parcel. We have somebody on this show that wanted to give their vote, but they couldn't be here as always, so they decided to do the pass the parcel option, and that is my for the first time ever out of 200 and plus episodes. My wife is finishing up her deal on this one. She will be pass the parcel vote. Pass the parcel. If there is any time during this show that you want to give your vote away for whatever reason, you can pass the parcel to my lovely wife. The audience does not have these, by the way, because they're not officially here, but they did send in their votes. That goes all the way up into and including the quarterfinal matchup. Also, including the quarterfinal matchup, is steal a vote. The opposite of giving your vote away is stealing a vote. You're allowed to steal somebody else's vote as long as it is your turn and the other person has not voted yet. But one of the cool things about having three people on this show and steal a vote is that if you steal somebody else's vote, that means your pick automatically moves on to the next round no matter what. Because that's, of course, how math works. Last but definitely not least is my favorite, the oldie and the goodie, the entire blowing your load. If you're one of the first people to go and don't want to be one of the first people to go, blow your load. It means you're going last. If somebody else blows their load after you, you are no longer going last. You're going directly before them, uh, so on and so forth. If you happen to blow your load, you will hear this sound.
Oh!
And with that sound, it's going to be kicking us off. I get to start us off on today. And we have two completely different songs, like very, very different songs to match us up this week. It is Rhinestone Cowboy by Glenn Campbell or Yeah by Usher. First of all, as a wrestling fan, I cannot think of the word yeah without thinking of LA Knight. And for the wrestling fans out there, know what I'm talking about. But Rhinestone Cowboy, I remember this song very, very well, but only after the first like 45 seconds. The beginning of the song is such a different start than what the rest of the song is. I appreciate that because I appreciate Tales of Two Cities, but I think between the two of these, I'm gonna go with Yeah by Usher. It's a little bit more my time frame, and it's a little bit more of a party mix, and I prefer stuff like that. Jason, is it Yeah or
Yes.
Rhinestone Cowboy?
I didn't think as a country musician I was going to give my first vote against the country song, but I definitely got to give it to yeah. I also like just the whole party aspect of the song. It's a fun song to listen to.
It's going to be a 2-1 vote off of this one. Yeah does not get the audience vote. It is a 8 vote difference for Rhinestone Cowboy off of that one. Jason starts us off. Is it Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Frankie Valli or Whoop There It Is by Tag Team?
Um, I'm a pretty big fan of Frankie Valli, so I'm gonna have to give it to "Can't Take My Eyes Off of You" on that one.
Gets a vote. The audience agrees with you in a 10 vote difference off of this one, so no matter what, it will be moving on. I have two different things about these songs. Number one, Whoop There It Is. Whoop There It Is the first memory, the earliest memory I can remember about being uh, embarrassed with my parents. Now I love my mom. She's a great person, but she has a tendency to misdo lyrics, and she and she overused "Whoop There It Is," but she misspoke it every single time. She kept going, "Whoop there it is," like I'm gonna whoop your ass type thing, like "Whoop there it is," and it made me laugh now, but then I to take words out of the mouths of young babes now, it was pretty cringe. Can't take my eyes off of you, of course. Uh, I'm not a huge fan of the Frankie Valley version, but I do love the Heath Ledger version from 10 Things I Hate About You. So, and if you guys never seen that movie, go check it out. It's one of my favorite Heath Ledger roles. And one of these days, we may do a Heath Ledger tournament as well if we can come up with at least a Sweet 16 off of that one. Since Can't Take My Eyes Off of You is moving off already, I'm going to go with Whoop There It Is for my mom's sake. Uh, 2-1. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You moves on to the next round. Audience starts us off on this one. Starting off in the bedroom in this one. Audience, it is either Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye or Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. And what I feel is upset from an audience vote, Baby Got Back got the vote on this one in a 5-vote difference, so it was pretty close. I I think Let's Get It On is a lot more iconic than Baby Got Back is because it's also had more time to get that way. But as far as just songs to listen to, I would much rather listen to Baby Got Back than Let's Get It On. Uh, so I'm gonna go with Baby Got Back as well. Jason, finish this up.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to agree with you there, and with the audience that "Baby Got Back" is the better song to listen to. Uh, Marvin Gaye, that song is definitely iconic. It, I think we could probably all agree that it has one main application for listening. um, so yeah, we're gonna go with "Baby Got Back."
All right, Baby Got Back moves on 3-0 to the next round. Racheal joined us today. We were having
Hi.
some tech issues before the show started, so she actually got on. Racheal, this is what's going to happen. I am going to take a back seat, so it is going to be Jason, the audience, and Racheal voting in this situation. Audience started that one off, so Jason's going to start this one off, starting this off. Jason, is it "Kiss" by Prince or "Despacito" by Justin Bieber?
I'm gonna go with "Kiss" by Prince.
Gets a vote. Audience is a 7-vote difference on this one with Kiss. So a lot closer than I thought that was going to be. Racheal, Kiss or
Definitely have to go with
Despacito?
Kiss every time.
3 and out. Another sweep regarding this one. Audience is going to be back to you. Two legends in the field starting us off on this one. It is either Michael Jackson with Billie Jean or Taylor Swift with Shake It Off. I hate to do this to Taylor Swift because her new album just came out. I haven't got to hear it yet, but uh, in a 26 vote difference, Billie Jean got the audience vote off of this one. Racheal, Billie Jean or Shake It Off?
Billie Jean. Not yet. Billie Jean every time.
Gets a vote, Jason.
I got to make it another sweep. My household, everybody here absolutely loves Taylor, but I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, and that's a pretty iconic song.
Gets a vote and the out. Racheal starts us off. Her first one starting us off. Is it Whitney Houston's "I Want to Dance with Somebody" or the CC Music Factory with um, "Everybody Dance Now," also known as "I'm Gonna Make You Sweat"?
Ooh, I feel like Everybody Dance Now. That's a little bit more iconic. I mean, Whitney Houston's amazing, but like everyone knows that song.
Jason.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with "I Want to Dance with Somebody."
So it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to the audience on this one. And I'm gonna have to look that one up because I can't read my handwriting. Actually, what
Good, I'm
happened
not
is
the only one that has that problem.
I wrote over what I wrote. So okay, yeah, that's what I wrote. I wrote a Y over the 4, so I couldn't see it. In a 7 vote difference on this one, "I Want to Dance with Somebody" by Whitney Houston gets that vote. Two to one to the next round. Jason starts us off, and Jason's a country artist, by the way, for the out there who doesn't know that. So having these two songs together should be kind of fun to get his opinion on. Is it "Cheap Thrills" by Sia or "Call Me Maybe" by Carly Rae Jepsen?
I was thinking we were gonna have, maybe one
Right.
country song in there or something on that, and I was
Go.
like, I was like, all right, I'm doing my best not to be biased towards country. So, um, let's see. Uh, I kind of like the, what is it, Sean Paul in the background of that Sia song. Um, so I am gonna go with "Cheap Thrills."
"Cheap Thrills" gives the vote. The audience, in a 7 vote difference, again goes with "Call Me Maybe" off of this one. Racheal, you are tie-breaking decision there, dear.
I'm sorry, I got to do it for the meme culture. Call me maybe.
I do love. I'm not a huge fan of the song. Don't get me wrong, but I love the video to that song because
Yes.
she's sitting there. She's sitting there being so playful, so flirtatious, and everything else. And it turns out by the end of the song, the dude's gay.
Yeah.
like
Fantastic.
you're like, yeah,
It
great
is.
looking dude, not into you. Like he's just not into you. Call Me Maybe. Or Call Me Maybe moves on 2 to 1 to the next round. Last up, the audience starts us off on this one. It is either Will Smith with "Getting Jiggy with It" or R. Kelly and "I Believe I Can Fly." In a 3 vote difference off of this one, "Getting Jiggy with It" gets that particular vote. Racheal
I'm going to go with Get Jiggy with It.
gets another one. It gets the win. Jason, finish us up.
All right, I know it doesn't win, but I still got to go with. Um, oh my gosh, I just completely forgot the name of the song. Took me about all of 5 seconds to forget that. Um,
"I Believe I Can Fly."
yes, there you go. That's definitely an oldie but a goodie. I feel like.
You know what? To be perfectly honest, I prefer. I'm in the same boat as you. I also think that out of all the Will Smith songs to put on this list, it's one of the very few Will Smith songs to actually get in the top 20 for the entire year, the top 20 list uh, of the respective year. There's other songs I wish that would have been here instead. "Miami," for instance,
Yeah,
would have been the one that I would have put in here, but it didn't make the top 20. "I Believe I Can Fly" for anybody who grew up on the original Space Jam movie. This song is absolutely iconic, and I think the fact that it's by R. Kelly and there's some ish going on with him at the moment. Actually, there's always ish going on with him, but other people like P Diddy and other people like that are having problems right now too. But I think knowing what we know now makes this song worse than it is. If that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah.
But I would have gone with I believe I can fly off of that one. We have our first 8 going into round 2. We'll be right back right after this break. I get to wrong one. Uh, Before I became a podcaster, I never imagined that all of his requests for 5-star reviews did anything important. I was very wrong about that. But being the bastards that we are, we're not going to expect you to give up those 5 stars with nothing in return. So, I'll trade you for it. If you send us a letter, a question, or anything else you deem necessary along with those 5 stars, we'll not only give you a shout out on the show, but we'll read your submission live on air. We like to call this our Thank You To review. If you want to be part of the Thank You To review, by the way, you can send it to our email address. Yes, we are old school like that. At bracket, BRACKETTY, the number 2, and R at yahoo.com to get in. Does not only work if you want to send in this, but if you want to be a guest on any of this show or any other shows on the ABC podcast channel. Today's letter in question goes as follows. It is from Ben Rogers. It says, okay, I have a question, and I've been waiting to write until I did. Your Ask the Bastard spot on the show is my favorite. They always seem very from the heart and honestly good advice. So along with my 5 stars, I send this, Jim, from my grandfather who always reminds me to ask, would your past and future self both be proud of you today? So I'm gonna give Jason and Rachel the ability to think about this as I answer and I finish. He's always lived his life with a fearless reliability, meaning uh, he knows he could just move to the 4 corners of the world, but he does what he can to live with the life that will make him rich in body, mind, and soul. Says that your says being your true self is always the best thing money will never buy you. Signed, Ben Rogers. So the question is, first of all, thank you, Ben. It's a good question. These get not guests. These the people have been coming up with some good questions lately. As far as my past and future self, I had goals in my life as a kid that I haven't achieved, but I think I've achieved enough on my 50 before 50 list, which is for anybody out there, my 50 things to do but before I turn 50, that I've at least got a passing grade, so I hope I make my younger self proud. As far as my future self, I've grown a lot in the last 10 years ish. So I'm hoping that my future self 10 years from now is proud of the stepping stone that I am today to my 50-year-old self because I'm almost 40 uh, coming up. So as far as would my past and future self be proud of who I am, I would say yes, and uh, because I'm proud of who I am now. So if that counts of anything, Jason, I'm gonna give this one to you. Would your past and future self be proud of the person that you are today?
My past self didn't, I took a long time to get my life together. And I feel like I'm finally at that point. So, um, my past self, I think, would definitely be proud. Going from just job hopping and um, partying, not really having it all figured out, to being able to truly provide for a family and just I've achieved some of my dreams being up on stage playing music. Um, so definitely my past self would be proud. My future self, um, I would hope, yeah, would be proud as well, just to go from where I was 5, 10, 15 years ago to where I am today.
And our remaining guest, Rachel, same question. Would your past and your future self be proud of you, of who you are today?
I think yes. I've spent the last 2 years actually becoming happy, and that's been the biggest goal. I've got my children, I've got my life and everything like that, but happiness was something I didn't really have, and now I do, and so working on healing that past self. So I'm hoping she's proud of me, and my future self. I always try to look to the bright side of things. So I think that future self is proud of the progress we're making, and I'm excited to see who that future self is.
Again, Ben, that's a good question. It's definitely a different question than we had last week. I love what your grandfather says too. That being your true self is the best thing that money won't buy you as well. Because it's true. You have to. It doesn't matter if you have $500 or $500 million. It's going to be, if you're not happy with yourself, then you're just not going to be happy. So uh, thank you, Ben, for that one. Later on, by the way, for our our quote at the end of the show is going to be another, in honor of Ben. It's going to be another quote from another Ben out there. So make sure to take a listen to that one. If you want to be like Ben as well, bracket BRACKETTY number 2 and R at yahoo.com to get in. Welcome back for the second half of round 2. It looks like Racheal starts us off on this one. Racheal, is it um, Thrift Shop by Macklemore or Escape by Rupert Holmes, also known as a Pina Colada song?
If you like pina colada, um, pina colada. It's too. Everybody sings it, and then it has me thinking um, of all the movies and going through my head right now. It's a nonstop song playing now. So, pina colada.
Pina Colada gets a vote. Jason.
Um, I like just kind of I feel like the lyrics for Thrift Shop are pretty clever and funny. So I'm gonna go with Thrift Shop.
Is a split decision coming down to the audience off of this one. The audience, in a 11 vote difference off of this one, is going to go with Escape. It's a classic song. I can see that. 2 to 1. I have been neglecting responsibilities to my wife, and I apologize about this. So I'm going to go back real quick. Rhinestone Cowboy, number 32. She says, I like country, but this song not so much. The song is just a tad too slow, and there's something about that voice that just bothers me. Thrift Shop, number 2 on this one, so it ranked it pretty high. I remember this song when it came out, and it was literally everywhere. Always hearing it on the radio. I do like this song. It is very catchy and very, very catchy, fun to kind of dance to. Whoop, there it is, number 29. Does have an upbeat temp, but it's not really my cup of tea. Let's get it on. Number 26. This song is okay. Just makes me think when they play the song during love scenes to make it extra cheesy. Despacito, number 4, which is higher than I thought it would be on her list. I've never been a Justin Bieber fan, but the song is probably the only exception. It's just fun to dance to, and I enjoy the parts in Spanish, even though I have no clue what they are actually saying. Shake It Off. I do like this song, and it's fun to dance to, but I like some of her other songs better. I agree with that. I'm surprised that "Shake It Off" was the only song on this list from Swift, but it was one of the few songs that made it to the top 20 of the given year. Everybody Dance, catchy. Number 18, catchy song, but I not one I would listen to unless somebody else was already listening to it. Cheap Thrills. 16. It's a song I could bop my head to, but not much of a fan. And I Believe I Can Fly. Number 5, so pretty high up on the list. I really do like this song. It's just fun to sing along to. It also makes me think the original Space Jam movie, which was a great movie. So, all right, now that I caught up, I'd like to apologize to my wife for completely forgetting her take on this entire thing. I should not have done that. Jason starts us off with a country song. Is it Amazed by Lone Star or Hey Jude by the Beatles?
I like the message that Lone Star gives in Amazed, so I'm gonna give it to Amazed.
Gets a vote. The audience between Amazed and Lone Star and a 3 vote difference on this one. So very close considering it's talking about the Beatles. Is going for the Beatles on this one. Tie-breaking decision. Racheal, is it Amazed or Hey Jude?
While they are both really good songs, Hey Jude, I've got to go with the Beatles. I think my child would absolutely murder me if I did not choose the Beatles.
I'm gonna agree with Racheal on this one. To be perfectly, I'm a country fan. I grew up with '90s country. Um, Amazed is not '90s country. It's 2000s country, but it does have that '90s country feel without the steel guitar. It has the much of the storytelling feel, which is what country music is at the basis. But Hey Jude it's borderline iconic at this point, and it deserves that spot. So I agree with you on that one. Amazed from my wife on this one. Number 3, I'm gonna catch shit for not voting for Amazed. I swear. This song is on my playlist by the original artist as well as a couple of covers. I just like the music behind the lyrics. It's one of the few slower songs that I actually like. Yeah, my wife isn't really a slow song kind of person. So, audience starts us off. It is either Raindrops Falling on My Head by BJ Thomas or Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody in a 48 vote difference. So big difference. Bohemian Rhapsody gets the audience vote off of that one, as I kind of figured it would. Racheal, Bohemian Rhapsody or Raindrops Falling on My Head?
Queen all day, every day.
Gets another one, Jason.
I think this one might be the easiest sweep we're gonna see. I'm gonna go with Bohemian Rhapsody as well.
Good choice.
Nice.
I agree with you on this vote, but I've never got the hype on the entire Bohemian Rhapsody. I think it's fun to do the entire mirror thing when you have the 3 sets of mirrors, like that thing. But other than that, it is what it is. Raindrops falling on my head. 30 for my wife, so pretty low on the list. Not really vibing with this song. I sent my wife. This is what happened. A lot of these songs my wife's never heard of before. I sent her the Spotify list, which I will add in the show notes, by the way. That on this entire thing about this list, and there's a lot of songs that she's just like probably not gonna ever listen to again. So this is one of them. Bohemian Rhapsody moves on to the next round. Racheal starts us off. Is it Chubby Checker with the twist or Gloria Gaynor and I Will Survive?
I will survive. I will survive.
Gets a vote, Jason.
I agree with Racheal on that one. I Will Survive.
The audience, in an 8 vote difference off of that one, agrees with you. Gloria Gaynor survives to the next round. It is a 3 and out. Faces another 3 and out, so that's going to be a tough decision off of that one. Jason starts us off. Harry Styles with Watermelon Sugar or In the End by Linkin Park?
I'm a huge Linkin Park fan. Watermelon Sugar is a good song. I do enjoy that song, but got to give it to In the End.
Gets a vote. The audience agreed with you in a 7-vote difference. Racheal, In the End or Watermelon Sugar?
It's a sweet Lincoln Park, baby.
Actually, just went to one of their concerts in Omaha. It was incredible.
Yeah, that's one
They
of
do
those
put on a good
shows.
show.
That's one of those shows I would love to be like in a small concert venue for, like them. Nirvana would have been one of those bands that you just want to be like, not in a huge crowd, like a big crowd for it, but just like a small garage band type. Those are the type of musicians that you want to be up close and personal with.
Yeah.
The twist from my wife off of this one: 23. This is a very classic song, and I'm sure is and or was fun to dance to, but it's not really going to make my top 10. And Watermelon Sugar, 21. It's an okay song, but it's not one I would probably listen to. I disagree with my wife on that one. I like the song Watermelon Sugar. I love the song In the End. There's not a lot of Linkin Park songs that I do not like.
Same.
Like probably on the well-known Linkin Park songs, there's maybe 5 of them that I do not like, and that's adding a couple of maybes to it type thing. So I agree with your guys' vote on this one. Next up, audience starts us off on this one. It is either the Plain White Tees with Hey There Delilah or Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. 4-vote difference. Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. Racheal, is it Girls Just Wanna Have Fun or Hey There Delilah?
Hey there, Delilah.
Gets a vote. Jason, you are tie-breaking decision there, sir.
Oh man, it's a tough one to tiebreak on.
Do you want to know who is facing in the next round?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Again, you are not at all penalized for this. This is just free information. It is either Hey There Delilah or Girls Just Want to Have Fun will be facing I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston in round 2.
Hmm. Well, I think it would be a real fun one to see this one go on to the next round. So I'm gonna agree with the audience on this one, and we're gonna put Girls Just Want to Have Fun through.
Moves on 2-1 to the next round. 2 more matchups left in this round. Racheal starts us off. It is either Baby One More Time by Britney Spears or Are You Lonesome by Elvis.
Ooh, Elvis.
Did not see that coming. Gets a vote. Jason, is it Are You Lonesome Tonight by Elvis or Baby One More Time by Britney Spears?
Well, I'm gonna surprise you even further here because I'm gonna agree with Racheal and also go with Elvis.
Well, no, I'm not surprised that you went with Elvis. I'm surprised Racheal went with Elvis because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm an Elvis fan too, but even I would have gone with Baby One More Time off of this one.
My mom is the ultimate Elvis fan, so I grew up listening to Elvis all the time.
but out of all the Elvis songs to be in the top 20, this is one of the very few ones to do it. And Baby One More Time is just, yeah, it's borderline iconic. So iconic, in fact, that the audience went with it too in a 4-vote difference. But Are You Lonesome moves on 2-1, faces another 2-1 in the next round. Last up, Jason starts us off. It is either Love Song by Sarah Bareilles or Gangster's Paradise by Coolio.
I would say I'm pretty partial to Gangster's Paradise on that one.
Gets a vote. Audience in this one in a 33-vote difference is going to go for Gangster's Paradise. Racheal, Gangster's
-2.
Paradise, your Love Song.
Yep. Gangster's Paradise.
3 and out. I got to catch up. I keep forgetting about my wife. Uh, Hey
He's
There
sleeping on
Delilah,
the
I think
couch
is what
later.
I was off on this one. I know I'm gonna get in serious shit from her. Hey There Delilah, number 10. I remember when this song came out. I was a freshman slash sophomore in high school, and for a while it was a pretty popular song. I like it just fine. Cheap Thrills is after that by Sia, 16, so halfway on the list. It's a song that I could bop my head to, but I'm not much of a fan. And I probably already said that one. Baby One More Time is the one I was looking for. Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. Number one for my wife off of this one. So you guys kick my wife's number one song on this week's list out in round one. So shame on you.
So
I
sorry.
basically grew up with Britney Spears, listening to her earlier music all the time. With a This particular song is just one that I can easily jam out to, and to this day, and I still know all of the words. And of course, "Love Song" by Sarah Bareilles. Number six, I do like this song. It, I do like this song. It's one that I can find myself singing along to. But that is the news, though. The number one is officially off the board off of this one. We'll be right back right off this break. By the way, Rachel, you came in late, so I didn't get a chance to tell you about this, and I can easily crop this out when I edit. You have lifelines as well. Number one is pass to parcel. You can pass to parcel vote anytime during this game if you don't want to choose for whatever reason. The pass to parcel vote goes to the notes I've been writing off for my wife also as well. If you want to be a past parcel vote in the future, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know
Okay.
because we're always looking for people to fill that role. That can go all the way up into and including the quarter final round. I will give you warning when the last four match up to do that. Same thing as steal a vote. You're allowed to steal somebody's vote, either Jason's or the audience's off of this one. Jason has the same ability. The audience is the only ones that can't do that because they're not here to actually officiate it. And the only rules with that one is that they have to be done on your turn, and you have to do it to somebody who has not voted yet. So you can't retroactively take somebody's vote after they've already voted.
Okay.
And of course, blowing your load. If you're the first one to go and don't want to be one of the first ones to go for whatever reason, you just say that, like, I'm gonna uh, blow my load on this one, and it means you're going last. If somebody else blows their load after you, you're no longer going last. You're going directly before them. If you do happen to blow your load, you'll hear the sound.
Oh!
That way, you're not stopped. Blowing your load, you're allowed to do once. Steal a vote, you're allowed to do once. Pass the person, you can do as many times as you want to. Again, up into and including the quarterfinal round. Uh, but talk we get to talk to pretty incredible people as far as the podcasting world goes. It's actually one of the reasons that I love doing this. One of the people that I got to talk to this week, I'm going to save Jason for a second, is Rachel. Rachel filled in last minute in this situation. I love it when people do that, especially when they have no idea what the hell's going on. So
No clue.
tell us about yourself and how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty okay. I'm 35. Grew up in music, so this is nothing too crazy out of you know the realm of things I could be involved in. And Andy and Hollis, my siblings. So that's how I got called in on this. And um, got 3 kids out here living life, enjoying it. And that's just me.
There you go. It's always fun to have people. One of the things I love about this show is you get people from varied walks of life, and it's always fun just to have conversations that don't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but you get to know that you have a lot more in common with other people involved. Like for instance, Jason, I have a lot of stuff in common with as well. He's a very cool person, But one thing that Jason has that I do not have is a wonderful taste in music. He's an excellent guitar player and also has a great voice because he is a local country singer in the Iowa district around here. So how are you doing there, sir? Tell people about yourself.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm doing great. Been staying very, very busy. I'm also 35. I've got two kids, a fiance that's got two kids, just two stepsons, and um, so just a full family. Working full time for the local school district, and I go out and I play shows all over Iowa, private parties. I've played weddings. Just opening up for some things at some county fairs, and um, just had an absolute blast for the last 3 4 years, meeting all kinds of new people and seeing all kinds of new sights. So
Yeah, you guys are young, by the way. I am 5 years older than both of you. Man, I feel I feel like an old fart today. Anyway, you can find if you want to check out Jason's music. By the way, you can find Jason's music at.
You can go to Spotify. I've got a couple songs that are recorded and put out on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music. Just look up Jason Kinsel on there. You can see what's on there. And then you can also visit the band page, kind of see what we're out there doing. We're on Facebook and Insta at the Jason Kinsel Band.
There you go. Welcome back for round two. Looks like the audience starts us off on this one. The audience, it is either Usher with Yeah or Escape by Robert Holmes. In a 10 vote difference off of this one, Escape gets the opening vote. Racheal, is it Escape or Yeah?
Gotta go with Usher.
Yeah. Gets another one. Sorry, gets a vote. Tie breaking decision there. Jason, is it Escape or Yeah?
It's yeah.
Escape false. 2-1 Escape, by the way, for my wife is number 25 on this list. It says, I don't think I have listened to this song in forever. It was never really one that I actually went looking for. But yeah, it moves on to the next round. Racheal starts us off. Racheal, is it Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot or Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen?
Mm,
Remember, you do have lifelines.
that one's hard.
That's what she said.
I was sitting here thinking about my anaconda. Don't want no. I guess I'm gonna have to go with "Baby Got Back." So.
Gets a vote. Jason, Baby Got Back, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody is just so iconic, and so I think it's going to have to just come down to the audience on this one, because I'm going to go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
And the audience as well, in a 42 vote difference off of this one, goes for Bohemian Rhapsody. 2-1 though, so Bohemian Rhapsody has a vote against it at least. Jason starts us off. It is either Billie Jean by Michael Jackson or In the End by Linkin Park. Both of these are sweeps in the previous round.
Oh boy. That's a really tough one. So, and I really wanted, this is one of my favorite parts of the show, and I really wanted to do this. So I am going to choose to blow my load here.
Jason has decided to blow the first one. Ironic enough, between the male and female versions in this entire show today, to blow his load. Shame on you there, sir. Starts us off between Billie Jean and In the End in a 20 vote difference, 2-0 off of that one. Billie Jean gets that vote. Racheal, is it Billie Jean or In the End? By the way, if you vote for In the End, it means that it's a split vote decision, going back to the person that couldn't decide in the first place.
And that's actually gonna be what I have to do. In the
Oh
end,
man.
So in the end, in this situation, it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to Jason, who did blow his load. Is it Billie Jean or In the End?
I hate to say this, but I blew my load at the wrong time.
I think we established that already.
Yeah.
That
So
and you got to
we're
wait a full week to recover too. That's the sad part.
all right. I'm still just really partial to Linkin Park, and I'm gonna go with In the End.
In the end, gets the vote and the win off of this one, 2-1 to the next round. Uh, okay, baby got back for my wife off of this one. I keep forgetting about her, and I'm gonna cut shit. I swear. While this song, number 13, while this song probably won't be on my playlist, it is still fun to listen to and is very upbeat temp. You can't help but dance or sing along to. Uh, Billie Jean, number 12. I do like this song, however, it is not my most favorite songs by the artist Michael Jackson. Audience starts us off on this one. It is either Carly Rae Jepsen with Call Me Maybe or Elvis and Are You Lonesome Tonight. In a 5 vote difference, shockingly enough, it is Call Me Maybe for the audience off of this one. Racheal, is it Call Me Maybe or Are You Lonesome Tonight?
while I love Elvis, I have to think of the one that I would probably sing along to the most, and that would probably be "Call Me Maybe."
I think it's come down to the song too, because there's other Elvis songs out there that
Yes,
would absolutely route this song, Call
one
Me
hundred
Maybe.
percent, 100
But
percent.
out of all the Elvis songs to pick, I think this is like, yeah, I'm surprised myself. But Call Me Maybe gets that particular vote again. Jason, is it Call Me Maybe or Are You Lonesome Tonight?
I agree with Rachel there. I and you as well. I think "Burning Love" or something like that by Elvis would have been maybe a better choice, or "Hound Dog." There's just so many other ones, but I think "Call Me Maybe" is the more fun song to listen to. So.
Well, that and two, this list only goes. It starts at 1960.
Hmm.
So a lot of his previous songs, like Jailhouse Rock, Hound Dog, stuff like that, was all the late 50s, and then
Oh,
he
sure.
got into more of the serious stuff uh, after that. And it took a while for people to get back on the Elvis train after he went from the party music to the little bit more serious love songs and stuff like that. So, and
Hmm.
then by the time that happened, other bands started to catch up to him and never really made it back into the entire top 20 list. So I think that's what happened. If we were going before this, uh, Jailhouse Rock, Hound Dog, as you said before, is a definite one that would be a uh, would might take this entire thing for a lot of different songs would be really nice, but no. Three and out. Call Me Maybe gets that particular vote. And the win, Racheal starts us off. Racheal, is it Frankie Valli and Cannot Take My Eyes Off of You, or the Beatles with Hey Jude?
Mm, I've still got to go Beatles.
Beatles gets a vote. Jason
I'm gonna go with Beatles on that one as well.
gets another one. The audience in this one, in an 8 vote difference, is going with Frankie Valli with Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, but Hey Jude moves on 2-1 to the next round. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, number 15. The song is all right. Wouldn't make my playlist, and it really makes me think of the scene in 10 Things I Hate About You, which is a movie that I absolutely love, as I was saying before. On the opposite end of that one, uh, Are You Lonesome Tonight? Number 17, which is higher than I thought it would be for my wife. Not my favorite Elvis song, and uh, honestly, my favorite version is when Dwayne the Rock Johnson sings it in the movie Game Plan, which I totally forgot about. to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that is a good version. Uh, Jason starts us off. Is it Prince with Kiss or Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive?
Hmm. I think I would be way more likely to have "I Will Survive" on a playlist and be jamming out to that on the way to a show 3 hours away. So we'll go "I Will Survive."
Gets the vote. The audience agreed with you in a 4 vote difference. I Will Survive gets the vote and the win. Racheal finishes out I Will Survive or Kiss.
I hate to say this. I'm gonna lose some cred for this one, but I will survive.
I mean, not with this audience, but
How
like
is this one?
may, maybe when maybe when your siblings hear it, you may get some shit for it. You know what? I agree with both of you. I enjoy the song Kiss. I'm not a huge Prince fan. I never have been. I understand that he's absolutely iconic in the world that he's in, but uh, there is a dance scene in the movie The Replacements that will forever live in my head with the song I Will Survive when they're in the entire jail scene. By the way, anybody out there who loves the movie The Replacements, we will be recasting it for the recasting call, and if you want to get involved with that as well, we do have that open spot left. So if you want to be involved with that, let me know when you hear this, and I will see what we can do because it's an intriguing task. So, I Will Survive moves on 3-0 to the next round. Audience starts us off. It is either I want to. Sorry, before I go, because I'm going to keep fucking doing this. Uh, Prince with Kiss number 28. I do know the song, however, never really cared to listen to Prince. Why? One of the reasons I love my wife. She has great taste in music. Audience starts us off. I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston or Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. It is a 5 vote difference. I Want to Dance gets the audience vote off of this one. Racheal, is it I Want to Dance with Somebody or Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
I want to dance with somebody.
Gets the vote and the win. Jason.
I want to dance with somebody.
3 and out. Girls Just Want to Have Fun for my wife off of this one. Number 9. I do like this song. It is very catchy and it's just a fun song to jam out to. Last up in round 2, Racheal starts us off. Is it Will Smith Getting Jiggy with It or Gangster's Paradise by Coolio?
Gangster's Paradise.
Gets a vote. Jason
Gangster's Paradise all the way on that one.
gets another one. The audience, by the way, in a 26. I can't do simple math. 28 vote difference as well. Agreed with you. Um, I don't know why that complete brain fart. 3 and out. Moves on to the next round. Getting jiggy with it from my wife before we move on. Number 24. It's a very upbeat and catchy song, but it's not one I would really actually listen to. Yeah. Speaking of that, by the way, Gangster's Paradise. Uh, Gangster's Paradise and I Will Survive are the only 2 songs so far in today's show that do not have a vote against it. Now, I bring this up because we have something on this show called a pearl necklace. This is not named by me. This is named by 4 other females on this show, so which take that for what you want. But that means if you have one contender that goes through the entire show without a single vote against it, they have achieved themselves what we like to call a pearl necklace. So, what that is, we'll be right back right after this break. I'm about to talk a lot for a second. You guys already know who I am out there, and I usually give my spiel about all the stuff that we do on this stuff. You already know that spiel, so I'm going to give you some other news. We have chosen what we're going to be doing. Oh, but I was going to ask you about this. Jason, on those three options before, since I did have you in mind on this one,
Yep.
was it the was it Garth Brooks, uh, George Strait, or the combination between the two?
I like the combination between the two.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be fun to see how that boils down as it moves on. Whether you start seeing more George Strait or more Garth Brooks.
Okay. Um, Usually you guys get to hear my entire spiel about what we're doing on the shows. I get to give you guys a treat this week. We have our 2026 announcements on what we're going to be doing as far as our shows goes. January, we have 1996 movies starting us out because we'll be talking about Cheyenne and her birthday, Nick Cage, and then we'll be ending the month with quotes one and quotes two. Quotes one and quotes two is a special thing that we do every single year where we take movie quotes, some of our favorite movie quotes, the entire out of all of our movies, and go and battle quote for quote the entire time out. Is a 2 week process, and it involves me probably about a gallon of water before my mouth is not dry by the end of that particular show. February, we'll be starting with the Rumble matchup. I am pretty sure that I will be switching that one out for something else because that will be transferring to the wrestling show. Uh, number the second and third week in February is going to be what I like to call "fuck you" songs, which are songs that are out there that are just people are really mad at you and just want to say "fuck you" but can't really do that on the radio. And four is sci-fi. Four is alien movies. March 1 is sci-fi movies. Two, movies that need to be remade. Three is going to be our Oreo bracket, which is going to be uh, made up from our one of our favorite teachers out there, Miss Jackie from out in Massachusetts. She's going to bring her class's Oreo tournament of fictitious Oreo flavors that they made, and going back and forth on that one. 4 and 5 in the month of March are going to be Disney Mortal Kombat Week 1 and Week 2. Week 1 is going to be the male side, so Disney characters in a Mortal Kombat style tournament. Week 2, same thing, but with the female sides on that one. One of the very few Disney ones that we actually have set up for next year. April is going to be George Strait versus Garth Brooks. Every single one of these first round matchups is going to be a Garth Brooks song versus a George Strait song in a 2 week process to figure out who we're going to win off of that one. Prom movies after that, father daughter dance songs for the end of April and the beginning of May to kick off the uh, wedding season. 90, second week of May is going to be the Nancy and David's birthday tournament of movies from 1992, followed up by John C. Riley movies. 2000's Girl Rock for 2 weeks of that one. June, the first week of June, we need a tournament in there that we can just be complete assholes, and this is the one we can be complete assholes. We're going to be judging like the true assholes we are, the best quote unquote assets of the female variety out there. And to be honest, we'll probably put some male stuff in there too, like the entire quote unquote the America's ass, because you got to do that. Followed up by dad songs week 1 and week 2. To finish June, which is of course Men's Mental Health Month, we will be talking about movies that make us cry. So we get to be dick for a week, talk about dads, and then we get to cry for a little bit. Followed up by Toby Keith songs, Jess movies, but coming from a certain year, and I cannot remember what year that's going to be. Country's Ladies Night. So we talk about a whole bunch of famous country songs that have to deal with the female artist. Vehicles from TVs and movies. Uh, the vacation special for next year is going to be movies, a movie list of movies you need to see before you die. The recasting call list, which is going to be a list of all the movies that we've done for the recasting call show as well. The teacher's dedication special, to be determined. Tom Selleck movies, stupid school trends, bands from fake bands from TVs and movies, Green Day songs, horror horror movie Mortal Kombat, men and women off of that one. Celebrity presidential candidates, uh, lies parents tell us, Rodney Dangerfield movies, the thank you to review birthday edition for our 5th year. So our 5th birthday off of that one. And then starting off our holiday season, we have a Rankin Bass special talking about the different movies like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Santa Claus Came to Town, all that type of claymation type stuff. The Santa Baby episode, Wise Men 1, 2, and 3, which is going to be three Sweet 16 tournaments right in a row on a single male movie person. Finishing out the years, we have Death, sorry, Best in Death, celebrating the people who have died in year 2026 and their contributions to the movie world. And of course, to finalize the entire year is going to be the last episode, and that is the winners, movies that have won the previous brackets from 2026. If you guys didn't follow me on that one, I apologize. And again, this list is actually subject to change, but that is something to look forward to in 2026. Oh, that is a lot to say. Taking a swig for the working man. All right, guys, you have the only thing of the lifelines that have been done so far is Jason's blown a load. So Racheal, you have all 3 lifelines left, and pass the partial and steal a vote can be done only in the next 4 matchups, and that is it. After it's done, uh, after those 4 matchups, they're off the board automatically.
Okay.
So it's kind of the you don't use it, if you don't use it, you lose it type situation. Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. It looks like Racheal starts us off on this one. Racheal, is it Usher with Yeah or Hey Jude by the Beatles?
I love the Beatles, but I feel like I would find myself singing along more to Yeah.
Gets a vote, Jason.
Yeah, it feels like a betrayal to the Beatles, but yeah, is the better song in my opinion.
I think it's yeah. Sorry. Hey Jude gets the audience vote by 2 off of that one. I think Yeah is one of those songs that just makes you feel better,
Hmm.
which is the situation here. Hey Jude is very melancholy.
Very somber.
It's a very it's a very somber song, so you have to be in a certain mood for it. Yeah, if it comes on the radio or if you have it on your playlist or something like that, and it comes up and you're sitting here alone in your car, or if you have your kids in the car and just want to jam out with them, I would not recommend doing this with the majority of your wives out there because uh, people be hating. But with your kids and stuff like that is one of those songs that your kids can kind of jam along to because everybody loves to say the word yeah a lot. But I think Hey Jude is a better song. I think Yeah is a better song to listen to. So
Yeah.
I agree with that.
that's that's how that goes off of that one. Hey Jude, by the way, from my wife. 31, so almost at the bottom. The only thing she says is still don't like the Beatles.
But you said she had great taste in music.
I mean, I can't account for everything. And I'm to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the Beatles. There's a lot of Beatles songs I do like, but if you put every single Beatles song that they have, and I, I may I may enjoy probably a quarter of them
That's fair.
because there's a lot of stuff, especially like the entire Black album and stuff like that. It's just it's not it's not stuff to listen to. Their later work is absolutely terrible.
You
But
mean with Yoko Ono screaming into things?
well, I mean, there's enough advancement in sound nowadays. You can wipe that out for your own enjoyment. But still, uh, Hey Jude does not move on. Yeah, moves on to the semifinals. Sorry, off that one. Jason starts us off. Jason, is it I Will Survive or Bohemian Rhapsody?
Ooh, those are both super iconic songs that are hard to pick from. Um, I like the dynamic though in Bohemian Rhapsody that I feel like the song just changes throughout as it goes on, and there's so many different parts that sound different than the last. It's well put together. So Bohemian Rhapsody.
Gets a vote. The audience will be also going for Bohemian Rhapsody off of this one in a 38 vote difference off of this one. So Bohemian Rhapsody will be moving on. Rachel, finish us up. Is it I Will Survive or Bohemian Rhapsody?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Gets another one. 3 and out. Audience starts us off. It is either In the End by Linkin Park or I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. In a 5 vote difference, so a lot closer than I would like it to be. I Want to Dance gets the audience's votes. Rachel, is it I Want to Dance or In the End?
It's in the end. Doesn't even matter.
Tie-breaking decision again there, sir. We do not have the winner on the other side. So, is it In the End or I Want to Dance with Somebody?
Oh, sorry, audience. Doesn't even matter how hard you tried. It's in the end. Had to keep those puns going.
Right? I love it. I'm here for it.
It's a dad mode right there. Rachel starts us off. And then I'll get the entire wife vote in this entire thing. Rachel starts us off. It is either Call Me Maybe or Gangster's Paradise.
Ooh. Gangster's Paradise.
Jason?
Gangster's Paradise.
Audience vote off of this one is going to go for Gangster's Paradise in a 26 vote difference again. So the only one left with the perfect streak is, of course, Gangster's Paradise. Bringing that one up. Call Me Maybe for my wife is number 20. While this song is very catchy and easy to learn the lyrics, I just don't think this song is. I just don't like this song more after I watched the music video. That, as I said before, it for me. It brings whole much better memories because I think it's absolutely hysterical. Uh, I Want to Dance with Somebody, number 7, so higher up on the list. I do like this song. It's very fun and energetic, and just fun to sing to. However, I feel there are some people who did covers of this song that I like way more than the original, which again surprises me because it's Whitney Houston, and Whitney Houston is freaking fantastic. Hey Jude, again, I already read that one. Beatles. I Will Survive. Number 8. So I really wish somebody would have passed the parcel. Actually, wouldn't have mattered. because you all three of you went for it. I Will Survive, number 8 off of this one. I do like this song. It's fun to dance to and sing along with. It What this song most reminds me of is the blooper scene from the TV show Supernatural, where Jensen Ackles, who plays Dean Winchester, is laying down in the car they always drive and starts lip syncing to the song and slowly getting out of the car window, which is hilarious to watch. I'm not a Supernatural fan, so you guys can take that for what it is.
It's fantastic. Just accept it and know that it's wonderful.
All
That is
right,
probably one of my favorite scenes in that show.
our, our final four. Jason starts us off, so I'm going to read these off. You get to pick one of these songs, and that's what we're going to be starting off with. Is it Yeah, Gangster's Paradise, Bohemian Rhapsody, or In the End?
Ooh.
Wow.
Remember, it's just what we're starting off with.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna stick to what I've been saying, that Bohemian Rhapsody, out of every song on our list today, is one of the best pieced together ones. So we'll
Okay.
go there with that.
So it is going to go with Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen or Yeah by Usher.
Yeah, so Bohemian.
Yes, though the audience is going to agree with you on this one in a 47 vote difference. And Racheal, is it Bohemian Rhapsody or Yeah?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
On the other side, of course, audience starts us off. It is either going to be In the End or Gangster's Paradise off of this one in a 26 vote difference again. It is Gangster's Paradise gets that vote from the audience. Racheal, is it Gangster's Paradise or In the End?
This feels like a betrayal, but Gangster's Paradise. I have to stick with it.
And Jason, finishes up.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Racheal. I think I've been 100% behind Linkin Park In the End the whole time, but Gangster's Paradise is just the better song.
I would agree.
I would like to say, by the way, that Bohemian Rhapsody and Gangster's Paradise is also the same two songs that the audience went for when they did this tournament on Facebook. So you guys ended up with the same finals. Whoever wins that matchup, by the way, between Gangster's Paradise and Bohemian Rhapsody, will end up facing I Swear by Boys to Men in the finals of this entire thing. So just hold up on that one. Third place, however, Racheal starts us off. Racheal, is it Yeah by Usher or In the End by Linkin Park?
I'm gonna have to go back and redeem Lincoln Park a little bit, and I'm saying Lincoln Park.
Jason.
Yeah, between those two, I would be putting Linkin Park on my radio in my car a lot more. So In the End.
Between In the End and Yeah, it's pretty sure it's going to be In the End. Yeah. In a 5 vote difference off of this one, In the End gets the audience vote as well. So it is a sweep for third place. Finals. Jason starts us off on this one. By the way, Racheal, this one and next matchup is the last time to blow your load if you so choose.
Okay.
Jason has no other lifelines because he already blew his load prematurely. In fact, so Jason, is it Gangster's Paradise or Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh, that's the toughest one yet. Makes sense. It's the final ones. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Get to vote. The audience is going to agree with you on that one. So Bohemian Rhapsody will be moving on in a 16 vote difference off of that one. Racheal, is it Gangster's Paradise or Bohemian Rhapsody?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
3 and out. So the only vote Bohemian Rhapsody had one vote against it the entire time, and that was against Baby Got Back in round 2. That's it.
So close. It almost got that pearl necklace.
Yeah, almost. Gangster's Paradise, by the way, went 3 and out all the way up into the finals, and then
Nice.
ended up getting routed 3 and out all the way in the finals. So we have I Swear versus Bohemian Rhapsody. But before we get to that, I'm going to give you guys a chance to think. In the end, for my wife, 22. Never really listened to this band growing up, but I do know this song. Yeah, as well. It's number 14. This song has a good beat to it, but most likely would not make my playlist. It does bring me back to high school as this song came out. I believe my freshman year makes me sound really old at that point because I was well out of high school and I feel kind of bad. Gangster's Paradise, because it's the only song that's left besides Bohemian Rhapsody. Number 19, I have heard the song before, but I never really listened to it all the way through. Gangster's Paradise, by the way, if you guys have never seen this movie, Dangerous Minds, I would recommend it. It's a very good teachers movie. So if you have a tendency to celebrate teachers out there, like we do every single year over here at Bracket Bastards, go ahead and check that one out as well. And if you like teachers, check out our teacher special that we do every single year around the month of September. So, guys, uh, Jason started off the final, which means the audience starts off this one. I do not have the audience. Well, actually, I may. About to say, I do not have the audience vote for I Swear, but I think I do. I do. Gotta find it. Okay. So, in the audience between I Swear and Bohemian Rhapsody, I Swear does not get that vote. It is a 35 vote difference between the two of them. Bohemian Rhapsody gets the vote from the audience in the finals. Racheal, is it Bohemian Rhapsody or I Swear?
I think just because I'm going to blow my load.
Owner load at the very last minute. It goes to Jason. Jason, is it Bohemian Rhapsody or I Swear? You do have a chance, by the way, to push it back on her, which is the exact thing that she did to you, making her make the big decision in the very end because she made you choose between Billie Jean and in the end or after you blew your load. Just throwing that out.
That is true. I could do that, but I definitely agree with the audience on this, and we're gonna go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Gets a vote and the win off of this one. Racheal, your final vote off of this one, is it I Swear or Bohemian Rhapsody?
Well, I Swear is a fantastic song. Bohemian Rhapsody. That's sweet.
For the sweep off of this one, Bohemian Rhapsody as well. For my wife at number 27. So really down on her list. I know most people like this song. However, I've never been a fan. I am in the same boat as she is. And I knew, like, I didn't want to put Bohemian Rhapsody in this list. I really didn't. I knew the audience was going to vote for it. I knew, because when we did this before this was a thing, before this tournament was a thing, we did this as a random tournament to fill in for a different show because we couldn't do that tournament on on Facebook. It just wouldn't really correlate. So we ended up doing this one in a different version of a different song. But of course, Bohemian Rhapsody was on that one too. Went through the entire thing in a breeze, and I knew this was gonna do it too. So I think next time we do something like this, I think I'm gonna leave Bohemian Rhapsody off the list just to give another song a chance.
Good idea. It's kind of on a level of its own. I
It
feel
really
like.
is, and it's Um, I feel, yeah, I feel kind of bad about it. But by the way, the other song that, as far as the audience went, the other song that went against Bohemian Rhapsody in the finals was "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Oh,
Yeah, so having those two songs together in the finals for the audience, so it got slaughtered. By the way, it really did. It got massively slaughtered. So, uh, it was I Swear versus Bohemian Rhapsody in the finals. Bohemian won that one. Other than that, it is Gangster's Paradise in the end. And yeah, finishing out the rest of that. That is our show this week, guys. You can find Racheal at.
my house. No, I'm just kidding. On TikTok, Racheal, I suppose.
And of course, you can find Jason at.
At Facebook, Instagram at the Jason Kinsel Band, or if you just want to send the friend button to my personal page, that's fine too. Uh, and I also have a TikTok as well at the Jason Kinsel Band.
And of course, I'm your host, Freddie Fisher. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracket Bastards, the audience vote. You can vote along with us every single week, much like the rest of the people have been doing on here. And their vote counted a lot during this show. They got their own vote going through this entire thing. Next week, by the way, we were talking about King Bob. So um, different people out there named Rob and Robert and Bobby and stuff like that. We've been doing some serious stuff lately, so I wanted to do something completely stupid. And weirdly enough, we have the only Rob, Robert, or Bobby who I actually know who's still alive, supposed to be on next week's show. So check that one out when it comes out. After that, we are doing. It's going to be a toss up depending on how scheduling works. It is either going to be the funniest horror movie kills on the show, but as far as voting goes, it is going to be a family Halloween movie tournament. So stuff like Casper and Hocus Pocus, and uh, opposing my wife's views on this one, I'm throwing Twilight in there because it is about vampires, and I want to see how much hate Twilight gives to this entire thing. So make sure to check that one out as well.
Hopefully a lot.
Yeah, hopefully a lot. I always tell people I don't mind Twilight. Twilight is a perfect movie to watch on mute, as long as you don't have to hear, except for the baseball scene. I do love the baseball scene because Supermassive Black Hole is a damn good song. Other than that, is the the views are great, how it was shot was great, everything else, but it's just something to watch without having to listen to it. So
Yeah.
on Twitter, I'm the Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Pod on Instagram. As always, you can find me at Can't Lick Me, not one word. I like to leave every single show with a quote. And like I said before, I found a quote from another Ben. Is probably one of my favorite quotes from a Ben that I have ever seen. They're talking about there's some big Bens out there, like Ben Franklin has some damn good quotes. I think this quote tops them all. This is from Uncle Ben in the Spider-Man series. It is, with great power comes great responsibility. And if there's ever a words to live by in life, that is the perfect one to live by. That is the show this week. Find us next week when we're talking about Bob. Have a good week, guys.